Our customer success engineer has deployed ZenEra for the CMS Blue Button 2.0 API. In this demo, you'll see how we specify and crawl the API, automatic generation of ontology and API graphs, a natural language query that triggers the meta agent, how the AI reasoning graph documents each step for transparency and validation. We begin by entering the CMS Blue Button API specification into ZenEra Studio. The system auto-crawls the open API documentation, including linked pages, and builds the API stubs and ontology. Here, you can see the API stubs automatically generated by the system. These stubs become part of the ZenEra model of constraints, which forms the basis of safe and explainable execution. ZenEra auto-generates an ontology graph from the crawled API. It maps endpoints, data types, and their relationships. This helps validate the metadata structure and uncover potential gaps or inconsistencies. The system is now ready to execute live API calls. Using the sandbox data provided by CMS, we can test any endpoint directly or through natural language. This is a sample web application embedded with the ZenEra meta agent. It lets users interact with the CMS data using plain English without writing a single line of code. Tapping the bottom right corner opens the conversational UI. Users can type prompts or choose from AI-suggested queries to explore the data. We ask the meta agent to show medical claims data. ZenEra dynamically determines the required APIs and assembles the call sequence to fulfill the request. The AI generates and validates code on the fly using the underlying constraints model, then executes the CMS API requests. ZenEra automatically decides the best UI format, in this case a sortable table, based on the data and user context. To understand how AI made these decisions, we open the execution log and inspect the reasoning graph for the last request. Here you see the specific APIs and schema elements ZenEra used. It also tracks all crawled pages and metadata used during ontology creation, addressing the need for lineage and validation. The meta agent not only generates code but validates inputs, handles errors, and logs runtime behavior for transparency. It connects to CMS, fetches data, and renders the final result in context. ZenEra can be rapidly deployed on any data source, like CMS Blue Button, with minimal effort. The result? A trusted, curated pipeline, built and validated interactively by a single data steward.